All right, we're coming into 2021 and I want to talk to you about setting realistic goals for yourself in the new year. Because let me guess, your 2020 New Year's resolutions were gone by February, if not sooner. And I want to take a minute to talk to you about why, especially if you have ADHD. Some of the most common goals are to exercise, eat healthier, lose the weight, get organized, start a new hobby or skill, right? Those are some pretty big goals to do in a week, huh? You can't lose 20 pounds in 1 week, unless you're like getting liposuction. You can't learn an entire new language in a week. And if you have ADHD, you likely suffer from perfectionism. So when you go to do the thing and you don't do the thing and complete it perfectly the first time, you likely say to yourself, oh my God, I didn't lose the 20 pounds, I'm done, forget it. And then you reach for the cookies because 1 pound just wasn't good enough. But it was. So I want to make one thing very clear. It is okay to set big goals for yourself. But if you have ADHD, you're going to struggle with the failure of those goals. And likely when you fail at accomplishing them in the time frame you created in your head, you're going to quit. But I have a secret for you. You don't have to quit. What? No, seriously. When you only lose a pound that first week, you don't have to give up. You lost a pound. That's a great step in the right direction. And your brain needs to learn how to fail. You're never going to break that perfectionism if you don't start failing. So what kind of goals should we be setting? Set the big ones. Have the dream goals. But you start by taking the small steps. So let's say your New Year's resolution is to read 20 books this year. Can you read 20 books in a week? I mean, maybe if you dedicated every single minute of every day to doing so. But we need to be realistic. And quite honestly, if you haven't read a book since high school, even reading a book in a month might be a stretch for you. So how do we get started? Well, we need to set smaller increments to reach the bigger goal. If 20 books is your goal, then you need to start with maybe a chapter a night. You can't just dive in and read as much as possible. You might try, but guess what? You're not going to want to continue to follow through. You're going to get frustrated with yourself the day that you don't read that 30 to 50 pages. And that's not fair to yourself. Set small increments and build from there. Once you get in the habit of reading a chapter a night, you can always kick it up to 2. And as you see that you're building these small steps up, you can work more towards the larger goal. I have faith in you guys, and Happy New Year.